not sure. I think just about made it onto the bus to get into Trafalgar Square, yeah.
Yesterday.
It's interesting how wonderful it was and how much they... And then you think, well, they haven't quite got the same treatment.
Well, I'm going to give because that always happens to our sporting heroes. Go from one end to the other.
Yeah. Lifting the nation. And I want to say as well to Nick, you and I both with a happy... Just me waking up yesterday, I knew that all of our bulletins were going to be leading with the women.
Crazy at the minute, isn't it, to travel this summer?
I mean, this is peak summer holiday season, isn't it? And this is something that you wouldn't expect in normal times, but we are not in normal times. And we know that the airports, particularly the big airports, Heathrow, have huge problems over the... So the supply cannot keep up with demand. We saw all those pictures, all the queues at all the airports, the luggage, minutes. And I think, you know, when I first heard this story, I mean, personal interest here. I've got
from Heathrow.
From Heathrow, yes. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, here we go. But what a cancellation! This is they're going to stop. See a little bit of a solution if you look at it that way.
So they're trying to.
The real difficulty was, I think, for people when they had their tickets, everything was booked, all the holidays and all was booked, all the hotels, and then they got the last minute cancellations.
Yes.
You know, these, if you're, you know, hopefully detected.
Yeah.
But what they're not going to do is then just, you know, issue loads more tickets and people are going to be buying them. So bad news for if you're looking for last minute deals, basically.
And they're not going to be...
We're looking earlier on.
Anger this time. It happens every...
What's
seems quite easy. Interesting, actually, when you think about... And we've all seen, you know, you've seen those shocking pictures when it's gone wrong.
Yes.
People have had lip filler, they've just gone to a high street shop, whatever. They haven't gone to see us. Non-invasive, injecting something completely different into your face. Who isn't clinically trained, medically trained, can just start administering this to you. It's actually quite scary.
It's quite alarming.
This is the Commons Health Select Committee, and what they're saying as well, they've highlighted in their inquiry that there's this kind of conveyor belt. Now, it's much cheaper than it used to be as well, and it's kind of like you just go in there, you get it done, no questions asked.
It worries me because there's fear that
Try the colour on the back of your...
It doesn't make any sense at all. It really doesn't. And I think, yeah, a little bit more regulation that if they're going to administer these procedures, it can't be a bad thing, can it?
Yeah. Brilliant, guys.
What? Marvin Humes, if you're watching...
Last night. And I said that we've got 3 of the...
I was talking to someone at work as well. And it's Sunday, right? It's Sunday. And they were like, no, it's Monday. The final's on Monday. I said, what are you talking about? The final's on Monday. Oh, my God.
OK, basis to try.
Well, they said it's one person to take on this role, doesn't it? It's more, you know... Loving the job description, though, it says that whoever applies for this job has to have pints of...
Here we go. As a nutritionist, and they've...
Each factor, isn't it?
Scampi fries comes...
I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because you mentioned pork scratchings there. See, I don't eat meat, so what is it classed as? I'm not sure. That we've got jellyfish invading UK shores because of the warm summer.
Yeah.
We're looking for different things to eat in the future. We look at, you know, our normal meat production and what people eat: deep-fried crickets, deep-fried tranche.
But just as if we can eat snails...
I doubt it.
I don't know, anything deep-fried and put a bit of salt on it.
Vinegar can mask a number of sins.
And Nick Ferrari to discuss today's top stories. Good morning to you both.
Amazing,
Trafalgar
City, and then they went to number 10. It should have been equal, and I'm very...
It is.
Well, if you saw...
I was watching, and it was just thinking...
Because it's the first time we've won something in a very long time. Isn't it amazing?
Still with us to talk through today's top...
Really enjoying it about the dynamic... Look, she told me last week, my love, Rochelle.
And we were I was talking about the Euros final. I said, it's that, guys.
How did we get that?
The store.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, sorry.
Enthusiasm.
Love it.
Like
Lighting them in alcohol and covering them in...
To be worried about. But, you know, it's true. It uses up and all the water and all the energy.
You referenced my enjoyment of a glass of...
So I'm with you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good day. Don't be angry now, Nick.
Yeah, thank you very much to you both. Morning, Nick, have you had a haircut, my friend?
You look very glowing, Nick.
Yeah, Ferrari, please. Amazing scenes yesterday.
I'm so thrilled that the Lionesses... They had an open-top bus and they had a reception at number 10. Why did we not have the open-top...
Why does it have to be centralised and why does it always have to...
In the morning.
So they should...
Parity in football, maybe.
So a nation's spirits.
Be sure to include Manchester because...
Yeah,
absolutely.
How often do we get to lead every single news bulletin
that must be so... My prices up further across the industry.
Because... we all want to go on holiday now, don't we? Flight booked in a couple of weeks. Nice way, if you've got your tickets booked, you're going to be...
It's also quite complicated as well, Nick, because...
No, to Heathrow Airport, bills, if your children, whatever, you're going to holding them to account. So that's my second...
Agrees to
no, he's a lovely bloke. All right, next up, these have won. Now, this is because any...
list, and it's gone terribly wrong. And it's classed as... because there's so many people who want to get it done, you know...
It worries me.
Filler at the same time.
It worries me. My lips don't.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Young women, but blokes as well. They see these, but you can go and pump whatever you like into your lips by someone.
You know, exactly.
They're saying more training for people.
To see you both. Nick, good luck with the rest of the day.
Yes, well, you're not going anywhere, are you? Stories, and now, Nick, I know something.
Linda's show. I'm thoroughly on them, so obviously it's brilliant.
Well, I was one of
McGill, and they were the favourites to win.
Nick has some carbonara. That's the
So I don't know who was in charge of the remote control.
Wide phenomenon like you guys.
Just very brief on Love Island. Like the Love Island final.
Wasta.
Yeah.
They're looking for the about your beer flavours.
You've got to.
And their bitters,
You
then
know
we
the right people for
are
the
more
job.
than happy.
I mean, the applications are now. Apparently, they are the snack of this one.
It's the.
Would you be partial to a jelly?
It might catch on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you.